to Mr. Ford. Toronto Community Housing. Kevin Clark will fix Toronto Community Housing. This is 7585 Silver Springs Boulevard in Birchmount and Finch and Scarborough. It has so much work orders by the City of Toronto, it has to be given a work permit to do all the work. This is the maintenance condition of one of the biggest slum buildings in this city. So let's see how Rob Ford compare in how he keeps his property. Now this is a property that has many work orders from the City of Toronto. They've been ordered to clean it up. And you see what you see? No litter, no garbage all over the place. So let's go to Toronto Community Housing, which is operated and overseen by Rob Ford, because Rob Ford, Toronto Community Housing, is in the City of Toronto. It is your responsibility to see that the people's rights are maintained. You see, Rob, I'm not Pantalone, I'm not Rossi, I'm not Thompson, I'm not Marmoletti, I'm not Sliverman. They are the wannabe. I am Kevin Clark, the mayor of this city. And Rob Ford, you only became mayor because you deceived the public in believing that Kevin Clark did not exist. This came out of Kevin Clark's work. When I came here, this area was a disgusting mess, litter everywhere. But we got your city workers working to clean it up. Now, let's take a look at Toronto Community Housing. Let's see what have you done for the people. Number one, as you enter, broken rails, the yards, and the litter in the yards. So far, as we enter Toronto Community Housing, we have seen more litter on the ground than we have seen in the whole property of that slumlord across the street. Mr. Ford, can I call you Mr. Rob? Rob, can I really call you Mr.? This is the yard. These are not food and plants. This is the yard of a resident in low income in Toronto Community Housing. So how come the city cuts this public street? The private man cuts his yard, but Toronto Community Housing does not cut their tenants' yard. We have to have volunteers to try and cut it. The yard is so high that we can't even get through this yard with a mower. Oh, did not the staff of Toronto Community Housing get paid for cleaning and maintenance yesterday? So, tell me, why has it been 2 days for the children to play in this garbage-infested area? Is the garbage that the at-risk community and the children in the at-risk community has been left to live in. This is the environment created by Toronto Community Housing. And when we talk about shootings such as dancing, when we talk about gangs, when we talk about breaking and entering, when we talk about these young people committing crimes, we don't only look at the fact that they have a lot of lack of jobs in the community. Maybe we should give them a job and pay them to clean it up, because we're paying people in community housing to clean this up, but they're not cleaning it up, are they? They're only telling the people what to do and looking to control the people. while children play. Rocks, things that can be used as weapons, sit in their way. This is the mental makeup of Toronto community housing. Take a look at it. I've heard reports of violent crimes with bricks being thrown in this area, and that's because it was left neglectfully hanging around, like you're inviting the people. Invite them. Here's some bricks. Throw it at each other's head. You're in the ghetto. Down in the ghetto, we don't give a damn about you. Well, here's a song for all of you and why we will clean up community housing. Down in the ghetto, there is lots of pain. Children growing up in social shame. The politicians say they are to blame. The politicians, they are insane. On and on. The ghetto keeps on crying. And the children, they keep on dying. On and on. On and on. On and on. On and on. The ghetto keeps on crying. And the children, they keep on dying. On and on. On and on. The revolving doors of the jails for the youth of the ghettos will not carry on. Rob Ford, the time has come. You can't copy me, Rob Ford. I'm the original. I am Kevin Clark, the true mayor of this city. On and on. The ghetto keeps on crying. While young men also to go to work so they don't end up in the ghetto dying. Little children study hard so they don't grow up lying. On and on. On and on. The ghetto mentality, good morning, will not carry on. On and on. The ghetto keeps on crying. Garbage line the playgrounds of the children. The parents are running around trying to make food so they can go downtown so that they can party in the night and drink a little booze too. Then the politicians will condemn the parents for what they do. But if you had to live with this type of garbage down in the ghetto, would you not drink alcohol and smoke the ganja too? Oh, good morning. On and on. The ghetto keeps on crying. The children, they grow up in a situation where they end up in racial separation, where there is a lot of condemnation, and they say, by God, I just want to grow up to be a good man in this nation. Working hard in the morning too, then he has to come home to this filth that is created by Toronto Community Housing, who do not spend your money wisely too. There is a farmer in the ghetto too. But soon community housing will come and tell him that he can't plant a garden to make some food to chew because he wants to be a good Canadian. He don't want to go out and raise war too. He would just like a new life so his children and family will know that love is true and that the world will never do anything wrong to you as long as you use the ground to make the food that goes in the stew. And then we will send a message to Rob Ford. Your big belly only come not because you drink the stew, it's because you drink too much alcohol too. On and on. The ghetto keeps on crying. And the children, they keep politicians, they keep on and on. will not carry on. Because you see, Rob Ford, this is Canada. This is the promised land. And we, as Canadians, always give hope and a helping hand to our fellow man. God with us. Toronto's next mayor, Kevin Clark, the leader of Ontario People's Political Party.